Okay, now I am really angry. I'm mad at Mike Barnacle of the Boston Globe and MSNBC. The reason I'm so steamed is the theft of intellectual property. But it's actually the fault of former New Mexico Governor Gary Johnson. That's right, Johnson is the Libertarian candidate for president. Last week he was interviewed on air by Mike Barnacle, who asked the question, "What do you think of the situation with Aleppo?" Johnson answered, "Huh?" And that's when Barnacle did the dirty deed. His reply to the candidate? "Are you kidding me? Hey, that's my line." Later, candidate Johnson said he'd first thought Aleppo was one of the million or so federal acronyms he's been struggling to remember. The Ralston Purina Company immediately started an ugly rumor that Johnson had really believed Aleppo was a brand of dog food. Vladimir Putin's English is a little rusty. He thought the question was about Gestapo, but he was ready to answer. Hillary Clinton was happy she hadn't been asked because she thought Mr. Barnacle had said alibi. But of course, she's got plenty of those. Donald Trump also heard the question incorrectly. He thought that in a heavy Boston accent, Mike Barnacle had asked about Calypso. "Calypso is really amazing," Trump remarked to his campaign staff, which immediately started penning a press release in praise of Jacques Cousteau. The entire Colorado congressional delegation's first thought was that Gary Johnson had broken his pledge to stay off the cannabis until after the election. And Bill Weld just shook his head and skulked off to Southie for a beer. Well, let that be a lesson to all of them. Rhode Island may not have too much about which to be proud these days, but when it comes to signature slogans, we already have one, and we're a little possessive about it. Do you think that's why Warmer Cooler never caught on? Are you kidding me?